Hello, darling hearts. I want to talk to you about oxalates. Oxalates are a plant defense mechanism that is found a lot in beans and peas and dark greens and beetroots, cinnamon and ginger, a lot of the root veg and nuts and nut butters. So if you're heavily into the whole nut baking that we do on gaps, and you have a lot of beetroots and a lot of spinach and things, you might find that actually it's not doing any favours because you're getting topped up with oxalates. Or if you've been on a plant-based diet for a long time, you might be topped up with oxalates. And signs of that are inflammation and joint pain and extreme fatigue and dizziness and headaches. There are lots of other symptoms, but they're not related to gallstones, so that's good. But they're like sharp little crystals that build up in the body like a kind of sludge that we need to clear out. And we can clear out about 5 grams of oxalates a day. So what we need to do is be aware of the high oxalate foods. We don't want to take them out completely, because if we do, the body will do a big herx and you'll have a big die-off and it won't be nice. So just to be aware of it and not to have, you know, a load of beetroot and spinach salad plus garlic bread made with the nuts plus some a dark green leafy smoothie or something like that all in one day. Just need to be aware of it. And we can minimise the oxalates in the foods by boiling and discarding the water. So if we boil our almonds and then discard the water, you know, we've got fresh almonds, we soak them, we sprout them, we bring them to life, we activate them, then we boil them and discard the water, and then we make them into a nut flour. That sounds like quite a big process, doesn't it? That is what it is. Or we cook the beetroot and throw away the water. And then we cook the spinach and throw away the water. And then we try to serve these high oxalate foods with plenty of good fats, especially 24-hour fermented dairy. So you have creamed spinach. You cook the spinach, throw away the water, and then put loads of butter, loads of 24-hour fermented cream in there. Likewise with the beetroot. You cook it, you throw away the water, and then you serve it with a really lush vinaigrette full of like a hollandaise sauce with olive oil and butter. That kind of a thing. We just need to be aware of it. And you know, the Gaps baked goods that we make with the almond flour, if you've soaked your almonds and then let them ferment for a couple of days in kefir or 24-hour fermented cream, that's going to help greatly, isn't it? And then when you think of the ratio in the baked goods of nut flour to butter, eggs and cream, it's, you know, it's you're getting good fats with that high oxalate food in the nut flour. So just to be aware, just something to be aware of. And no plant gaps is something that we can try if we think we're topped up with plant toxins. But the recommendation, if you think you are high oxalate, is not to just cut out oxalates completely, because you'll get a big herx. The recommendation is to up the dairy. So that's good news, isn't it? More cultured cream, more clotted cream, more yogurt. And if you're not digesting your fats very well, then let's look at ox bile to help with your bile. If your bile is deficient, we can supplement with ox bile. That will help you to cut through those fats and digest them properly. And you'll know you're not digesting your fats if you've got floaty doo-doos, if your poops are floaty and pale in colour, pale gingery colour, you know. Anyway, that's oxalates. Okay.